Hey everyone, welcome to Massachusetts Sports Central. These are our NFL game picks for Week 6. Alright, Week 6, another 4 teams with bye weeks, so we only have 14 games this week. In Week 5 went 6 and 8, which is very disappointing, but it was another week full of upsets, so most others did pretty poorly too. Still own a solid 47 and 30 record on the season though. All right, so this week we have 4 teams with byes: the Bills, Bengals, Cowboys, and Seahawks. Okay, on to the Week 6 games. Starting with the Thursday game, we have the Eagles at the Panthers. So I have been buying into the Eagles, but I have been doubting the Panthers. Big game with both teams tied for first in the NFC. I'll change my tune if Carolina wins, but don't think they will. Eagles take it 24-16. All right, on to the 1 p.m. Sunday games. Starting off, we have the Bears at Ravens. Ravens have been hot and cold. Defense is a strength and should outclass the Bears' offense. Flacco and the offense should be able to do enough to take out the Bears. Ravens win it 20-13. All right, next up we have the Browns at Texans. Texans are a good team and the Browns are not. No chance that the Browns offense will be able to put up a lot of points on this Texan defense, even without Watt and Merciless in the lineup. I think in the battle of the Deshaun's, Watson will play much better, and Houston takes it easy, 27-13. A key NFC North battle up next with the Packers at the Vikings. These are always good games, and the Vikes play the Pack pretty tough at home for sure. However, I am leery of the Vikings' key injuries. Packers have their share as well, but not at key positions like quarterback and running back. Well, I guess Montgomery's hurt, but they have found a pretty decent backup where I don't think the Vikings have as much there. I can definitely see the Vikings stepping up and taking it, but for now I'm going to take the Packers 24-17. All right, next we have Lions and Saints. Lions have lost a couple of close ones against one-loss teams so far. I do want to see them dominate a few games to feel really good about them. The Saints were playing well when they hit the bye. Did they lose momentum or did they use the hot streak to prep great for this game? Not sure what to think. I do think the Lions are better, and I will take them to win this one 27-21. All right, next up is the Dolphins at the Falcons. The Falcons have not looked dominant this year outside of the Packer game. Losing to the Bills at home was surprising. Getting their bye was probably a good opportunity for them to regroup. So for the Dolphins, despite the win over the Titans without Mariota, I've not raised my opinion of the Dolphins this year so far. I think the Falcons make a statement, 31-13. All right, now we have the battle for AFC East dominance. Patriots at the Jets. So if you went into a coma in August of 2017, you haven't been out for years, only for about a month and a half. In a game that has more meaning than anyone would have guessed at the start of the year, these 3-2 teams are squaring off for sole possession of first place since the Bills have a bye. So the Jets have been much better than most people were expecting this season. That being said, the Pats need to take games they should be winning after a tough start. As bad as the Pats D has been, the Jets don't have a great offense, and the Pats offense should be able to put up points on a decent Jets defense. Pats take this one 31-20. All right, last early game is 49ers at Redskins. The Skins would mostly be a team that was not happy for the bye to come, I would say, last week, as they were playing well. But they are rested and have had 2 weeks to prep for this game. The 49ers are winless, but have been competitive in most of their games, including a couple OT losses. So don't think the Skins will run them out of the building, but also don't think they're going to struggle either. Washington wins 23-17. Moving to the late games, we start with the Bucs at Cards. Bucs need to take this game to stay on track to be in the playoff mix. Cards have looked bad most of the year, with the first 2 wins coming over bad teams in OT. Cardinals did just trade for Adrian Peterson, but don't feel that this will do much for them. I do think they will use him the way he feels he needs to in order to be effective, so there shouldn't be any doubt if he has anything left or not. I don't think it will make a difference maker this week. Bucks win on the road, 21-17. Next up is a battle of fairly surprising teams, the Rams at the Jags. Rams have been pretty good, and the Jags are inconsistent at best. I am liking the Rams a bit now, but are still lukewarm on the Jags. They have had dominating games and terrible ones. I don't think the Jags D will totally dominate the Rams offense, which is what happens when they win. Bortles will get pressed and will make mistakes, and the Jags won't be able to make up for them. The Rams win it 27-17. Next is probably the best game of the week, with two AFC powers going at it with the Steelers at the Chiefs. This is a huge game for both teams. At the end of the season, if the Steelers win, the tiebreaker could come into play. And for KC, if they take this, they will more or less have taken the Steelers out of contention for the top seed. Pittsburgh needs to at least play well to show they can hang with the top teams. I think they do that, but I don't think that they will beat the Chiefs at Arrowhead, where they have one of the better home field advantages in the league. Chiefs stay undefeated, winning 24-21. All right, final day game is Chargers at the Raiders. While the Chargers are pretty much out of the playoff picture, the Raiders need to stay in the playoff hunt taking this game. They need to stay in the playoff hunt by taking these kind of games against losing teams. These division games are always tough, though. Carr's supposed to play, so if he is healthy, that will be huge for their Oakland. I see the Raiders taking it 28-17. All right. Next, we have a game matching up good defenses in primetime this Sunday. The Giants at the Broncos pit two good defenses against each other, along with a surprisingly good offense in Denver. Denver at home is a much better team, and the Giants, have not been good this season. And now with Beckham and Marshall out for the year, as well as some other injuries, they're not looking very good. Denver wins this one 24-10. All right, last game on Monday night, we have the Colts at the Titans. Titans are solid and the Colts are not. Another game where an injured starting QB is the wild card. It looks like Mariota will play. If he does and is healthy, the Titans should be able to take this one without much trouble. Like last week, I do think they should win even without him. But assuming he does, I will take Tennessee 34-17. All right, we will review the picks after all the games next week as usual. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and share the videos, and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on other social media. Facebook and Twitter are both @MA Sports Central. Thanks, and we will see you soon.